Buzzards and eagles, such as this Benelli, are neither sprinters nor endurance flyers. They like to soar and dive, and are masters at taking their energy from the wind. Updrafts on hillsides or warm air thermals are their preferred environment. Without them, they are reduced to high observation posts from which to launch their attack. This eagle is called to the fist for its reward only when it holds a good pitch or height and for a respectable length of time. After a rest, Andrew casts it off for some proper hunting. They need plenty of practice slope soaring, and if a hare moves, plenty of weight for that powered dive.
Now we've looked at a variety of exercises that you can give your hawk. How do we measure how fit she actually is? How do we monitor her state of fitness? Now, ideally we should measure her heart rate and her recovery rate, but that's not very easy with birds. They're covered in feathers, you can't easily measure the heart rate. We can check her muscles by feeling either side of the keel or breastbone. That's not very accurate. You'll get a better impression if you feel up here. Up under her arm, there's a pinch of muscle equivalent to here on me, a pectoral muscle. And even when she can be relatively thin here, she can be quite bulky here. So that's a good way of physically feeling the muscle. And obviously we're monitoring weight, but the weight doesn't tell us what proportion of it is fat and what proportion of it is actually muscle. Now when she's doing her exercises, we can see ways of counting things. Now when you're stooping her to the lure, for example, you can count how many stoops she's doing, maybe 2 bouts of 20. And you can keep an eye on what point in the exercise she starts to pant, bearing in mind that on a hot day or with a falcon such as the gerfalcon, the bird will start to pant much earlier. But if you know your bird and you know the weather, you can see that as she gets fitter, the onset of panting becomes later and later. When you're high jumping a bird, obviously you can count how many high jumps she does. Just bear in mind that if you rest her in the middle, that's 2 different bouts, which is less strenuous for her than one hard long session. And as well as counting and measuring things, you should also be keeping an eye on her appetite and her stomach. Remember how in nutrition and in basic training we explained about enseaming, cleaning the stomach, keeping bulk going through the system so that she develops a good appetite. And the more appetite she has, the more you can feed her, the more exercise you can give, and you'll be on an upward spiral rather than a starvation downward spiral. Once you've got your hawk as fit as you can, the next stage is just to maintain that level of fitness by a variety of exercises and flying her at wild quarry. Sometimes in the middle of the season it's a good idea to give her a week or 2 off for a rest, and you'll find that she'll come back even better without losing very much fitness.
Fitness training is an opportunity for falconers to be creative. There are many methods and much variation on this theme. It's only a matter of your imagination. However, combining the fitness training suitable for your hawk or falcon with regular hunting will give her the edge on quarry and will bring her closer to the fitness of a wild hawk.